This week, my good friend Alan takes to the kitchen to bring you these amazing butternut squash and sweet potato donuts, which are a healthier alternative to the ones you buy in the shop. And trust me, they're nice.
I'm going to make some butternut squash and sweet potato donuts, and I'm going to do a sweet syrup, which is optional. Start off, pot of water on the boil, 2 cinnamon sticks, 3 star anise. While that's working, sweet potato, medium-sized chunks. Just remember, squash will cook quicker than the sweet potatoes. Squash, exactly the same. Straight in. And you can smell that. Already that star anise, that cinnamon smell is incredible. Move straight onto my syrup. So, cinnamon stick, soft brown sugar, about 3 decent sized tablespoons. If you're doing a recipe at home and you're not sure what a cup measurement is, the cup measurement is just the cup you're using. As long as it's equal cups, you've got the same measurement. 1 cup of water straight into there. Rather than try and work into the pan, make a mess, and we'll work onto a plate. And I mean, already the smell from that is absolutely incredible. I've bought these nice, big, large oranges. You can use whatever you've got at home. Although they're healthier donuts, it's still a treat. So I want to have a bit of sugar in there. You still want to enjoy it. Just because you're eating healthy food, it doesn't mean it needs to be bland. Always coming up to the boil. Just going to do a little test. So we're going to drop that in.
I can smell that. It smells amazing.
That. That's just, and that's all our flavours. That's really simple. Give that a little stir. I don't have a juicer for hand today, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut these in half. Fork in the middle, twist it round, and just push. The juice coming out, you're not wasting anything. See a few pips going in there and stuff, but we're not, like I said, you're going to strain it off. It's not a big problem, it won't make the sauce bitter at all. Stir it all up together. Most shops you'll get a dried yeast, just ask at the bakery, they might have some fresh you can have. So in the cup I've got a tablespoon of caster sugar, which I'm going to put my yeast in there and dissolve. I'm going to use 1 cup of the liquid to get the flavour of the cinnamon from that. Just the dried yeast, so straight in there with the sugar. That's the only little bit of sugar. 1 tablespoon of sugar, that's all the sugar that's in the donut.
It's not a great amount really for something like a donut.
The main sugar is in the syrup, but like I said, that is an optional. Sweet potato and butternut squash is now ready. You can see that that's cooked in there with the cinnamon. What we don't want to do is mash up the star anise and cinnamon stick with it. Obviously they will not break down. So you're just going to strain it off. So that's 1 cup of liquid.
Yeah.
Keep like that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop in the cinnamon stick, I'm going to drop in the star anise, more flavour. The rest of the liquid you just discard, back into the pot. Now it's ready to go. Mash that down. We're waiting for that to cool down. After that we're going to add the eggs and flour. Our liquid, we're going to dissolve the yeast in. We're not going to use all of it, I'm just going to use a bit. We need to wait for that to cool down to this like lukewarm. The syrup, so we'll put that on over here now. Boil it quickly and then reduce it slowly. Add a bit of liquid to that. Just want to bind it all together. Just want the yeast to activate. That's the yeast, so just need to let that rest for a few minutes. Sweet potatoes cooled down. 2 eggs. Yeast is activated, so we're going to add a bit of yeast and mix that in. It's basically like a bread dough. You see how it's binding together, and a bit more of that. Make it all rise up, so that's all of our yeast in. Now you can see the consistency, it is quite wet. As soon as you add that flour, it's going to bring that back together. So the flour, start to sieve in a bit. Half at a time. The last thing you want to do is make it too dry. Always add more, you can't take it away. So just mix that in. And then another half a cup. It's probably looking about right. Well, it is going to be sticky, stringy and stretchy. That's what you want. So you can see that yeast is working. It's already starting to grow. Bring from the top of the bowl, nice and tight. I want to get a nice good seal on there.
Bang the drum. If it's a drum, then you know you've done it right.
So now the syrup's up to the boil. So let's turn it down. Let that simmer for about 15 minutes. Okay, so now we can see the syrup is reduced down by about half. You can see the consistency is good. So what we're going to do is a little test. So what you do is take a little bit, pour it onto the counter, let it just set for a minute, and then pull your finger through it. And you can see it's not pulling back on itself. So we're just going to strain that straight through. into there. On the side, let it drip through, and that's ready to go. If you think it's still a bit too watery, you can always reduce it down a bit more afterwards. Okay, so we can see that the mix has doubled in size over the course of about just under 2 hours. It's always going to depend on how hot it is where you put it, so just take that cling film off. You need to just knock it back, so with the thing, just bring it off the sides and see how it pulls away. Lovely. So it is going to be quite sticky enough that I can touch it. The closer you get, the less the splash is going to be. Don't be scared of the oil. It's in there, it's starting to cook nicely. It's nice and golden. So turn it over. That's going to be fine. That's going to be out onto the paper, just to drain off any excess grease straight in there. So you see, I put my fingers in the water, go to the mix, it doesn't stick to my hand. Rustic donuts, so straight in like that. Again, back into the water, back across, a little bit of mix, straight in. You can see how they're puffing up, that's the yeast working. Meant to be like that, nice and golden brown. You can see we're going to get, from one mix, you're going to get quite a good amount. A little bit of water. Okay, so they're drained off there, beautiful. They go onto the plate, the little donuts. That. Onto the plate, and if you're doing them for a party, you can keep the stuff you reserve later from the stock, and that can become the garnish. Just go around there.
Nice.
And then you've got the option of the syrup. You can either just pour a bit on top when it's cooled down slightly, or you can just have a little dipping dish on the side like so. And that is the end product. Little taste there, big guy.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, cook through really quickly. You see all the air in there.
Yeah.
Nice and light.
Alan's Donuts, absolutely amazing. They are a treat. If you're having a treat, instead of buying something processed with all the preservatives and all the, don't get me started. So make it yourself. It's so much better. There's actually, although it's a treat, it's got nutrition in it as well. I've really enjoyed it. The syrup was nice, but you don't have to have that. But it's worth it. Clean your phone, man.
Lemon stick and star anise.
We'll cut that out.